album, but first of all, let's have one of his previous album's hits.
How lucky can one guy be? I kissed her and she kissed me. Like a fellow once said, ain't that a kick in the head? Her room was completely black. I hugged her and she hugged back. Like a sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in the boat?
Okay, my guest today is Ray Quinn. Welcome, Ray.
Hi mate, how are you?
Good to talk to you again, busy as ever, and back home again at Christmas.
No, I'm looking forward to that, mate. Looking forward to it. See the Liverpool crowd again. In fact, I don't know if they've had the same guy back as the lead, but like twice. But
well, they have now.
They have now, mate. Yeah, broke the record.
And like we discussed when you were here last time, it's like the reason you enjoyed it. It's like doing a panto with mates.
Yeah, well, it's a bit of fun, isn't it? That's the only thing. I look at it. It's the only way you've got to look at it, really. Especially the way you're dressed and everything else. But it's a bit of fun in it, you know.
What is it this year, Ray?
Aladdin.
Aladdin.
Yeah, and I'm the lucky chosen one, you know.
Yeah. It should be good. As I say, it's people don't realise it's not easy doing panto. There's a lot to do.
No, there's a lot of work.
But if you get on with the cast, it makes it so much easier.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
Right, now you've been in the States, haven't you, Ray?
Mate, I've been in New York, yeah. I got back a couple of weeks ago. I've been recording some tracks for my new album, which is really exciting, to be honest. I'm working with the most amazing producers. This guy called David Fink. Yeah. He's worked with Rod Stewart and George Michael and Phil Ramone. He's worked with some really great people, and the list is endless, really. And he's going to be producing some of the tracks on my album. So we recorded 2 in a week, which was, trying to get them in was full on, and I flew back. And I've been in the London studios ever since doing other tracks and stuff like that. But alongside that, I've got this mini tour coming up. So it's sort of like a pre-album.
A pre-launch.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Because the single, hopefully, we haven't chosen which one it is yet, but the single hopefully will be out towards the end of this year. And the tour happens. It starts on the 20th of September. But I'm coming to the Cavern in Liverpool.
I know. I must admit, I was surprised when I saw that, Ray. I thought you'd be doing either the Philharmonic or somewhere like that.
Well, the thing is, what happened was, I've been so privileged, as you know, Billy, to be doing a lot of different variety of jobs throughout my career. Yeah. But I got lost and lost my focus on the music side, and it's always been there, always been a part of my life, behind the scenes the whole time. But it's never been the right time to release or record anything, let alone perform. So people have forgotten almost who I am and what I do, and actually where I want to be for the long haul. So it's getting that message back out there is the hard work, but I do feel as if I've got some really great tracks, and I've got, I'm putting my own money into this. So, I'm not signed as of yet. I'm dedicated. I've battered everything aside to do this and focus completely on the music.
Because people seem to forget that you made it on the X Factor as a singer.
Well, that's it, mate,
and that's what you were doing at the time. You were going around all the clubs, you were singing, you were dancing and everything. Music was a big part of your life. And, of course, the album went into the charts, the album you did.
I know. I mean, some of the, went to number 1, but a lot of the radio stations wouldn't play swing. So you're like, yeah, number 1's Ray, so we're moving on. So I didn't hardly get any radio play at all. But I did have.
We played it.
Oh, you played it?
We played it. We still do now and then.
Do you? Well, I hope you're going to have this other track, aren't you? Got this exclusive for you. But
I mean, how long has it, Ray, since the album?
2007 I brought the album.
So 7 years then.
Yeah, a long time ago.
When you decided to make this new album, it must have been very difficult for you to know which direction to go in.
No, I always knew what music. I'm very influenced and inspired by music every day. Yeah. And as you know, from my swing background and everything else, and my dad being into swing and stuff, I always knew that I wanted to do that side of it, and I've been listening to a lot of jazz lately and a lot of soul music. Yeah. So I'm trying to find my own sound in a mix of those three. I had a guy come and see me in North London, at a gig in North London. He came up to me and he said, "I'm a critic. I'm going to go put this thing in my slot in the column in the magazine. And he said, and I'm going to be putting that you're a mixture between Jamie Cullum, Bruno Mars, and Michael Bublé. And I went, well, wow,
that's not bad at all.
And I just thought, well, that's somewhere in between I want to be. So I appreciate that.
That's a hell of a description, because 3 different styles, and Bruno Mars, of course, is phenomenal.
Oh, he is. I mean, his sound is unbelievable. The way he flares along the track is just so.
And the
cool.
way he moves, and you can do that anyway.
Yeah, well, I try. But as I say, with everything that's gone on, it's never been the right time to bring out an album. I could have brought out an album 2, 3, possibly even 4 years ago.
Yeah.
But I'm a dad now. I'm a husband, and you have different experiences, don't you? And I never really. I got a lot of criticism for the first time round singing the songs that I did, because I was never really old enough to pull off the lyrics. Whereas I'm still not now. But the songs that I'm choosing have a young side to it and a young element to it, with a bit of experience behind the words. So. I'm in a different place in my life now than I was, obviously 8 years ago.
Yeah.
But
where are you getting the songs from, Ray? Do we know any writers? Do anything yourself? Any covers?
Yeah, I'm going to be writing a lot myself. I'm going to be hopefully about 4 or 5 original tracks on the album that I'm going to be writing myself. The album's going to be called Dare to Dream, because this is basically, my way of thinking at the minute. Because obviously there's a lot of negatives out there, and there's things that'll try and knock you down. But
defo.
If you just keep your head strong and stay positive, and financial pain disciplines the mind. So I'm going out there and fighting with all the guns blazing at the minute. But
I mean, you've got the fan base, Ray, but it is good personally to get musical appreciation, because you're not doing this because it's a cash-in job. This is what you believe in. This is what you do.
Exactly, and that's why I'm playing the Cavern, like a nice, small, intimate venue, because I'm going to have like a small band. Me, obviously, and I'm going to sing. It's just going to be a night of singing and tracks. I'm not going to be talking or trying to say anything funny. It's going to be all about the music, like a jazz scene. That's all I want. That's all I want to do, and it's just getting that message back out there. That's why I'm playing the smaller venues, because it isn't easy to just go from being because people think I'm an ice skater. They say, when are you doing an ice show?
Or a dancer.
Yeah, I mean, they come up to me and say, "What are you doing? What are you up to?" And I say, "Oh, I'm going into. I've got my own tour coming up." She went, "Oh yeah, what are you skating to?" I'm like, "No, it's singing." People don't. It's hard to switch from one thing to another, but I'm so focused on what I'm doing right now. It's.
What about acting, Ray? I mean, let's face it, you're a damn good actor.
Well,
and you obviously haven't lost that. There's no opportunities come up.
Well, funny you should say that. Actually, it's really exciting. I've been in talks with Universal Pictures for this new film next year. It's a gangster film with worldwide release. It's going to be premiered in London and New York, and I'm going to be playing the best mate to the lead role. So it's really exciting. And my wife's in it too. We got Emma a part in it, and she's playing my wife.
You must have some push, Quinn.
And you know what? I'm playing this Scouse builder.
Yeah.
And I can't wait. It's a gangster movie, so it's going to be completely different to what people normally see me in. It's going to be, registered certificate 18 and all things like that. So, it's reinventing myself.
That sounds great. Who's the big name in it, apart from yourself?
Well, we haven't. My wife. No, I haven't got. There's no real mass. Like, he doesn't want to go for like the stars or the big like the people like that.
Get Stephen Graham. You and Stephen Graham would go well.
I'd love him to be in it. I've been a big fan of his for years.
Yeah.
And I'll have to mention that, actually. It's a good shout. But Phil Howard's the director, and it's actually about his life story and how he became to the person that he is today. And he was a middleman. It's called The Middleman, the film.
Yeah.
You can check it out online. It's all over Twitter. But the book's out in October, and they're already selling it as the bestseller. You know what I mean? So it's really exciting times for me right now.
Great. It's
really
all going
busy.
well for you, isn't it?
Hopefully, mate. Yeah.
Now, if you only get a film with your little lad in, I mean, are they making another Little Rascals movie and get him in or something?
Absolutely. Do you know what, mate? He's already entertaining me.
Sure
when he walks into a room, he's got to have the attention. Hello, morning. So he's like, hello, morning.
So what was it like, Ray, after all these years, going into the studio and laying down your first track?
Oh, I can't even tell you how exciting it was. I mean, I was on cloud 9. The whole week I was in New York. There was a moment where me and my manager Steve was sitting in the studio, and we had Shirley Lewis, who's Lynn, I'll tell you all about that in a minute. Shirley Lewis, who's managing David Fink, who's my producer over in New York, and we were all sitting there listening to the track back. And Shirley Lewis is married to Luke Goss from Bros.
Yeah.
And I was a big fan of Bros when I was a kid. Anyway, she went, I've got to play this to Luke. So picture me in the studio in New York City with a top producer, me and my manager, and Shirley FaceTiming Luke, playing my tracks. And I was thinking, this is insane. Last week I was, I was sitting in McDonald's talking to my bear going, But listen, it was just amazing for me. And, the start of a new beginning, it just inspired me so much, and I found this spark all over again that, perhaps I'd lost over time because I've done so many different things. There wasn't a focus there, and now there's that focus and dedication. I am so driven. It's unreal.
That's brilliant. That's great. Okay, we're going to play it. I Don't Do Don't.
Yeah,
Great title.
Yeah, oh well, it's hard for the Scouser, isn't it? Don't do,
I don't do do.
No, me our fella still can't say it.
Rayo, it's great to talk to you.
Yeah, and you. But listen, Billy, this track, right, was written by Linda Lewis, who's Shirley Lewis's sister. Now, the legend Linda Lewis, who wrote It's in His Kiss, and which Cher covered.
Yeah.
So she's a big player in the writing scene, and I had a meeting with her, and I found this track, me and my manager, on YouTube, and I said, mate, we've got to record this. It's never been recorded. It's an original recording from me with my version. It's not even finished yet. This is just basically going to be on the EP, which will be on the tour that you can buy. But yeah, this track was I Don't Do Don't.
Okay. 30th of October, live at the Cavern, Ray Quinn. Great talking to you, Ray.
And you too, mate.
Take
Thanks
care,
so
mate.
much.
Bye-bye.
Some people don't do stairways. Some people don't do buses. They got to do it their way. I don't know what all the fuss is. I don't do don't when it comes down to you. I don't do don't, 'cause I do. Some people don't do dancing. Some people don't do drink. That don't stop me from fancy someone like you, I think. Yeah, I don't do don't when it comes down to you, girl. I don't do don't, 'cause I do. Together, yeah. It's written in the stars, we can make it forever. Yeah, yeah. I don't do I don't do don't. I don't do don't. When it comes to you, baby.
Just a sample track there from Ray Quinn from his brand new album, which will be released later on in the year, when he's finished doing it, of course. But you can catch him at the Cavern in November.
I don't do don't, because I do.